already losing. I wake each day with skies still gray, chasing light that slips away. My hands reach out, my voice is bruising. In this quiet war, I'm already losing. The clock ticks on but makes no sound. I walk in circles, worn and wound. The mirror shows a face confusing, a smile I wear when already losing. They say to fight, to stand up tall. But some of us were born mid-fall. Hope feels sharp, its edges oozing. A fragile dream I'm already losing. Yet still I rise, again, again. Though heart is heavy, soul in strain. To move at all is still refusing. The voice that says I'm already losing.
Still here because of you. I've stood at the edge where silence grows loud, where shadows pull hearts beneath heavy clouds. I've danced with the thought of not waking again, when the ache in my soul outweighed even the pain. But still I remain, not because it's easy, not because I don't cry, but because in your eyes, I remember why. You see me whole when I feel like a scar. You remind me I'm more than the battles I mar. You laugh like the sun when my world turns to gray. You hold me in storms that won't drift away. When I am breaking, too tired to cope, you whisper my name and breathe in me a new hope. You may not always know what you do, but you are the reason I'm still pushing through. Each smile you give, each gentle touch, it's not everything, but God, it's so much. And though my mind can be cruel and unclear, you are the love that keeps me here. Not for perfection, not for some grand plan, but for the simple truth you understand. So if ever you question, if ever you fear, know this above all, I'm still here. Because you loved me when I couldn't try. Because you asked me to live, not just survive.
Chords and pages. She doesn't speak much anymore, not because she has nothing to say, but because the world never listened when her voice cracked like old vinyl. So she turned to the speakers, to the worn-out spine of a novel, where the pain was honest, and nobody asked her to smile. Headphones became her sanctuary, bass thumping louder than her heartbeat. Lyrics held her like arms never did, each note a confession she never dared whisper. She read until the words blurred, until the ink wept alongside her, finding pieces of herself in broken heroines and unspoken endings. The pages didn't judge her silence. The music never told her to move on. They simply stayed, like real friends never had, while laughter echoed in crowded rooms. She was curled in corners, fingertips stained with stories, ears filled with melodies that bled truth. She grew up not knowing if anyone ever really saw her, but music knew her pulse, and books knew her soul. So if you ask who saved her, it wasn't a hand or a voice or a face. It was a verse, a bridge, a line on page 273.
Through every storm. When laughter rang like bells in spring, you were there to dance, to sing. In sunlit days and skies so wide, you stood always by my side. But when the world grew cold and gray, and joy seemed millions miles away, you didn't flinch, you didn't fade. You held my hand, you simply stayed. Through broken dreams and tear-stained nights, through battles lost and silent fights, you saw the me I tried to hide, and never once left my side. You didn't need a perfect me, just someone real, just honesty. Your heart, a home I never knew, could feel so safe, so deeply true. Not every storm can be outrun, but you faced each and every one. Not with answers, not with ease, but with love that calmed the seas. So here's to you, my steady light, my shelter in the darkest night. A friend like you is rare, divine, and I thank the stars that you're mine.
If only you could see. You say you're not the friend I need, that somehow you've let love recede, but if you only saw your light, You'd know you've always shone so bright. You carry guilt like heavy rain, as if your silence caused me pain. But love is more than constant calls. It's standing near when the silence falls. You've held my heart through darkest days, not always loud but in quiet ways. You've stayed through storms you didn't show, with strength you didn't think you'd know. A bad friend wouldn't care this much, wouldn't ache or miss or long for touch. A bad friend wouldn't cry these tears, or hold my name so close for years. You are the shoulder soft and kind. You're woven deep into my mind. You are the one who's always tried, even when the world had lied. So hear this now, let doubt be gone. You are the friend I lean upon. Not perfect, no one's meant to be, but you are everything to me.
The echo that wears my name. I walk through rooms like a stranger, smiling with lips I don't believe in. People say I'm strong, but they don't hear the weight I drag behind each breath. Since you left, grief has become the only thing that fits right. Like a coat I didn't ask for, but now can't seem to take off. I try to speak in my own voice, but it echoes too loud, too hollow, like a child rehearsing an adult script, pretending to know the lines of a life they no longer understand. I am the daughter who can't be brave enough, the friend who gives too little or too much, the woman with cracked foundations, still trying to build herself out of broken things. You were my compass. Now I just spin, unsure of north, unsure of who I am without you watching. They say grief softens, but what if it's the only thing I feel clearly? What if pretending to be okay is just another lie I tell with tired eyes? I miss the way your voice made sense of me. Now, even mirrors feel like fiction. And I wonder, if I'm not enough for you to come back, how can I be enough for anyone else?
Where the hummingbirds still hover. In the quiet hum of summer days, by the old blue house was peeling paint, lived a love too big for words to hold, and we all just called her Ma. The porch swing creaked like an old friend's laugh, where small feet dangled and stories grew. Ma's hands, soft and sun-warmed, held the world steady in each of us. Hummingbirds danced like prayers in motion, wings a blur, hearts just as fast. She said they were messengers of joy, and we believed her, because everything Ma said felt true. She fed them with care, like she fed us all. Tiny lives, wild and full of need, and in return, they came back, again and again, just like we did. Her love was quoted, patient, patched, and warm. She remembered every birthday, every scraped knee, every laugh and ache, held them gently, like heirlooms passed in silence. Now the porch swing sways with no one there, but I swear the breeze still hums her name. And when I see a hummingbird hover near, I feel her, soft as sunlight through leaves. She's not gone. Not really. She's stitched in every blue painted memory, in every backyard whisper of wings, in every child who learned what love looked like, from sitting beside Ma.
Where love lives the loudest. Part 1. Her heart's voice. You, in every quiet moment.
I trace the sky for signs of you. In the hush of dusk, in morning's hue, you are the breath between my words, the silence where my soul is heard. You never asked me to be less. You hold the chaos I confess. In every flaw I try to hide, you find the wonder deep inside. You touch my mind, not just my skin. You hear the places I have been, and when I break, you stay to see the beauty in the wreck of me. My love for you is not just fire. Its roots and wings and quiet choir. In this loud world, you're my reprieve, my reason to hold on, believe.
Part 2. His soul's voice. Only always you.
I don't need grand or perfect days, just your soft glance that sets me ablaze. You don't know what you've done to time. It waits, it bends, when your hand's in mine. You carry storms with quiet grace. The sun itself envies your face. You doubt yourself, but I can see the lighthouse that you are to me. You make the ordinary glow. A laugh, a sigh, the way you grow. You've taught me love's not just a phrase. It's showing up in 1,000 ways. I've searched this life for something true. The truth is clear, it's always you. I love you not for who you strive to be, but for who you are when you're with me.
From First Spark to Steady Flame. Part 1. Her Voice, Young Love. When Love Was All New.
You looked at me like I was sunrise, a secret only morning skies could hold. Every word you said felt like a spark, turning my every breath to gold. I dreamed in the shape of your name, wrote poems I never showed. You reached for my shaking hands and made the world feel less cold. We didn't know what love would need, only that we couldn't leave. We made a home in stolen hours, in laughter, fear, and reckless dreams. I loved you then with trembling hope, not knowing where we'd land or when. But even now, I still remember how it felt to love you then.
Part 2. His Voice, Old Love. When Love Had Grown Roots.
Now your hair holds threads of time, and my hands shake when they hold yours. But I still see the girl who danced through life like it was open doors. We've built a life on quiet strength, on days that tested what we knew. But love, it deepened like old songs, familiar, warm, and always true. I've seen you break and rise again, more radiant than when we met. Your fire softened, not burned out. It's in your calm, your silhouette. Young love was winded, swept us fast. But ours, its roots in weathered stone. I loved you then, I love you now. And more in ways you've never known.